Morning everybody. So it's May and it's cold again this morning. We had such a lovely weekend last weekend and now it's gone really cold. The boys are eating. Basil's got a smart new rug on. I bought him a 100-gram filling rug because he didn't have one that sort of thickness. Here's Thomas. How are you doing? Tommy has been having a lovely time in the mud this week. He's also having a bit of a crisis of confidence again at the moment, aren't you? Not quite sure why. And Chesney's eating his breakfast and has nearly finished, so I better put Tommy out. As I was saying, Basil didn't have a 100-gram rug. I didn't really know they did them until I bought this one for Chesney last winter. When I bought it, he was not very well, so he's got the neck cover and everything, but I wanted something interim for Basil because in the past he's gone from like a 200-gram rug to his thin rain sheet. So actually having one this thickness is really useful for like today, because it's quite it's going to be sunny but not very warm, so we'll see anyway how we got on with that. As I was saying, Tommy is having a slight crisis of confidence again at the moment, aren't you? Hey, he's being very nervous and very jumpy again. Not really quite sure what started it. It started 10 days ago, I should think. So I certainly can't catch him again at the moment. In fact, I struggle to get close to him with the head collar in my hand or on my arm at all. So we've gone back a few steps now and we're doing, gone back to just patting him and giving him a treat in the field, which he does let me do. So obviously that's still huge progress on a couple of months ago when I couldn't, we were only just getting to be able to do that. So we are, overall, have still made huge progress, but that's the way it goes. A few steps forward and a couple of steps back, but he's pretty chilled at this second. I'm not sure if it's because all the leaves have come out on the hedge and the trees and stuff, and the birds are really active and flying in and out the hedge and stuff. That could well be it, but he's okay. We're dealing with it and he seems happy enough. He's just back to his quite jumpy self, to be honest. Anyway, Saturday morning, mucking out morning. I've just discovered something. I was just getting the Chesney's feed bowl out of his stable, and if you remember, I don't want to go too close for very long, I mentioned that I thought the robins had relocated to this little corner. Is it going to focus from here? And I've just gone in to get the bowl. And actually, I didn't see this, but I can see this now. There's a little robin just feeding in there. I could hear the babies. So I'm going to go in and see if we can hear it again. But I try not to be too close, because the other day I saw an egg shell on here. But I wasn't sure she was still using it because of the swallows arriving. They've gone really quiet. That's a shame, they've gone really quiet now, but I might catch them again later. Okay, so that's the stables all done and the yard all swept and smart. Next thing I'm going to do, it's very sunny and it's actually getting a little bit warmer now as well, although the wind's getting up a little bit as well. My plan next, this might have to change as I just said, the wind is getting up a little. I've got this tiny little bit of the field at the end of where on. So I'm just going to fence that section off from Chesney and Basil so that I can do a bit of spot weed killing on the docks. If it's windy when I get down there, I might not be able to do it because I don't want it blowing back in my face. But we're going to go down and see about that, and then I will also show you what else has been going on in the field. But we had a bit of an occurrence. I'll call it an occurrence. We had a bit of a thing a couple of weeks ago, since my last vlog I think, when suddenly one morning this pipe appeared broken, and hello, we're going to ride in a little while, not yet. So we've got the pipe fixed, but now the field's dried out, we've got someone coming. Left the gate open. We've got someone coming to move all the soil and cover the pipe again, because it just wasn't possible. They've got a little digger and they're going to tidy up along here and stuff. Hello, Chesney, as well. But what I've been doing down the field is I've fenced off a middle section. There's a fence there, so Basil and Chesney are on the left side of that, and Tommy at the moment is still in his bit down the edge there. And the middle bit I've seeded most of it, and then I had to put these little things that Basil's breathing over my shoulder, I'm sorry, to try and stop the pigeons eating it all, which is only marginally successful because there's still quite a lot of pigeons about. I now have, look at this, I now have Basil's nose. Oh, Chesney and Basil are bothering me now. They think, but I've left a strip on the left of it which joins Chesney and Basil's, where I'm going to put Tommy as soon as they're out at night, because he won't have a huge amount of shade, although I'm thinking about feeding him down to his tree so he can get to his favourite tree, because really I desperately want to seed this bit because he's made such a mess of it, haven't you? And I'm not quite sure why they're all standing here, to be honest. Anyway, so I'm going to go down and fence that little area off and see if I can weed kill it and weed kill around the arena. Daisy is here, but she keeps getting dive bombed by the swallows. So she was crouching down a minute ago, but not going to focus on you, Daisy. There she is. We've got swallows, robins, and I think we've got blackbirds nesting in the hay barn somewhere. Oh, she just came out, but I'm not sure where. But every time I come in or come close, she comes out, so I'm not sure where, but I think there's a blackbird somewhere in there. What do you think, Daisy? Where's she gone? There you are. Right, let's crack on. So suddenly, this tiny little bit of the field is the most exciting place to eat. They're so frustrating, aren't they? So I'm going to go and start weed killing in the arena first. Are you annoying? Hey? You just do it to be very, very irritating. So I've just come to go for a ride, and very helpfully Basil has come back to the gate. So I don't need to go and catch him. I'm just waiting for Chesney because, well, he hasn't moved yet, because I want to take his rug off. It's not that warm, but he's going to run around when I ride Basil. He'll get really hot. So if I take it off when he comes back, I can wash him off, dry him off, and then he can have it back on. But he's not coming yet, so we're going to go out for a little hack, aren't we, Basil? And I'll see you later. So we're back off our hack. We had a nice time today, Basil. You got a bit of a tickle. That's it, back to windsucking. Hello. And he felt really good today. I think he's definitely getting a bit fitter, which is really nice. Because obviously we've not done much since he had his tooth out, or before he had his tooth out. So I'll get his bridle off in a sec. It's obviously a bit sticky, and we got a little bit hot because it's actually quite warm. He was a little bit speedy. Were we a little bit speedy? Were we? But we were very good. We had a nice time, didn't we? Don't think Chesney did. Chesney's obviously been running up and down, so he now needs a big wash, doesn't he? And then you can all go back in the field. Where are you going? So I better sort that out and I'll see you later. So the sun's come out, so I've decided they can be out without their rugs on now. So Chesney's had a wash off, and Basil's had a little bit of a wipe down, and they're going out. Have a nice afternoon rugless, hey? It's nice and warm in the sunshine, isn't it? Yeah? So I'm going to go home now and do some jobs at home. It's lunchtime, so I'll have some lunch first. Anyway, and I'll let you know what we're up to later on. I think we've got to move all the fence because they're coming to fill in the hole this week. So I'm going to have to move the fence so the horses are not there and not in the way. So I've got to do that later. Anyway, I'll see you then. Bye. So everyone came in all right. Here's Basil. Wasn't sure if Tommy was going to come in today, to be honest, because he's been running up and down, but he did. And he's looking very muddy. Hello, darling. Good boy. Hello. Good boy. That was your teeny weeny dinner. I've reduced all their food, even more now, including Chesney's. Chesney needs a brush. Chesney especially, well Tommy especially, but Chesney is suddenly expanding. You're expanding. So he's so yes, I'm gradually reducing his food down, and Tommy's obviously having less, and Basil I'm reducing as well. So that's the boys in. I'm not going to give them huge brushes tonight. A bit of a brush so that I can rub them up. Chesney's in there with the door open. He's spoilt. Chesney and Basil will have to have a rug on in, won't you? Because it's going to get chilly. But yeah, Basil's looking really well at the moment. His lovely shiny coat. So I'm really pleased. And I've got to go and sort this fence out now and then draw a picture of, because we're having a different post in and stuff, and a bit changed because of the where the drain pipe, the pipe is, which I didn't know was there. So I'm having to have a bit of a rearrange. Overflowed the water bucket. So I've got to set it out and write it and draw a picture of how we want it to be, because they're going to come on Monday when I'm at work. So I've got to do that. So I'm going to see, I might give them a little brush, and there's some birds having a little spat. Anyway, catch up in a bit. I actually wanted to show you this split on Chesney's hoof here. It's all the way along here to here. I'm not really quite sure how he did it. I wasn't aware he had an injury in his coronet or anything, but I think he must have knocked his coronet. Obviously, luckily at this time of year it's not going to get too much dirt in it, so it's okay, but you wouldn't want that to happen really in the winter, because of the dirt getting in and stuff. So as I say, I don't really know how that happened. It's not it can't have any relation to when he was poorly, because that was too long ago. His feet grow relatively quickly, well, relative to Basil, they quickly, so although it could be when he had poorly foot at Christmas, if he wasn't very well, sometimes it affects the horn growth, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that crack there. You've been a good boy, Chesa. Oh yes, you're so clever. Basil and I have had to start a new routine because he has a slight problem with his teeth now. I'll see if you can see the stuff that gets caught between his teeth. So we have a little routine with a cocktail stick, and he gets a treat after if he's good. A cocktail stick to try and get it out, but I have to obviously be very careful that I don't stick it in his gum. He's quite good now, he's getting used to it. We're trying to do it every day across all his front teeth. So he is getting better. There you go, you can see that one, because it apparently causes their gums to recede, so we don't want that, do we, Basil? So he's ready for me to do it, so I'll do that. So I've got Basil in his, I call it a waffle rug, I'm not sure that's what it is. It's just this little thin one he wears at this time of year. It's nearly going to be cold enough for the thicker, slightly thicker one, but I don't really want to over rug him. So we've got our nice waffle rug on, haven't we? That's supposed to look very smart, but somebody's got it covered in shavings. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Hey, he says it's time for carrots and bed, Mum. What are you messing around at? What are you messing around at? So I'm going to leave the vlog there for today. Thanks very much for watching it, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Tommy Ducker. Hello, little Tommy.